Jets on Monday night.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the New York Jets. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situations where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Throwing on first down. Greenwood. And his first pass is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Greenwood. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
7 yards there and a first down.
Second to his prime time for a little bit again, isn't it? Play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. York able to send this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
On first down, Greenwood. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Greenwood. He finds his man. Complete. That's Williamson.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Greenwood. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hoffman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 76 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greenwood. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those corners are going to get a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
From the gun on 3rd down, Greenwood. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the opponents, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Greenwood. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To throw on 2nd down. Greenwood. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff looking right. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
Back to throw. Greenwood over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 81. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to him on 1st down. Down at the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. York able to send this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and they'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Greenwood. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Greenwood. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Greenwood. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Cade York on now for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Greenwood. He rifles one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing after the interception. Greenwood. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hoffman. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Greenwood. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off play action. Greenwood. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 28-7, your final score. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Lions continue to roll as they run their mark to a very strong 4-1 with the victory. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jets, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Looking middle, and that's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Salt Lake City first down.
Looking to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Greenwood. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoffman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Lead it blocking the back. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Greenwood. That one caught by Gibson. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cade York on now for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. York able to send this one through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on first down. Greenwood. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Operating from the gun, Greenwood. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Flyers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
York now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Greenwood. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoffman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Greenwood throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Second down at the 43-yard line. That's That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Off the play fake. Greenwood. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Greenwood. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Jets have regained the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And
so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop below 500 to 2.